So, this is the sound you want.
Hi, I'm Cindy on 96.1 The Eagle. It's time for another edition of Hidden Treasures in Central New York. In the studio with me, Bob Howard from Otego. He's an artifact recovery specialist, and he stops by the studio to show us some of his special finds.
Today what I brought were what are known as Crotal Bells. Back in the 17 and 1800s, transportation was mostly wagons, and when it was in the wintertime, it was sleds. And there was no way for an individual, especially on backcountry roads, for an individual to know when something was barreling down the road. So the Crotal Bells came into play. A Crotal Bell is nothing more than just, say, a sleigh bell, where they would have a string of these attached to a leather strap, and they would be attached to the horse. So as they were coming down the road, people would be aware of them coming. It's the forerunner to a horn. This would have been for your average American carriage. Somebody that was a little bit more financially
A little more well-to-do.
Would have a more of a fancy Crotal bell, and you can see the decorative the design there on the bell. It was a two-part bell, a two-part piece, where it would be soldered together or welded together. Now that's welded together, I guess you would say. It would be pieced together. And then the peony would be inside.
And that would probably be on a carriage, not a horse, right?
This would be on a carriage. This would actually be attached to the carriage. It would be secured to the carriage.
Yeah, because that one is so much bigger than this one.
And much more decorative, so more involved in making it.
Were these two found in the same location, or
This
separate?
one actually was found out in Stamford in the middle of the woods. There was a historical sign. I went down to look around that area, and I came across this. And,
well, the Rexmere and all that was in Stamford, which was in its time quite the place.
Very fancy place.
Yes.
And this item here was found, I believe it was up in Cooperstown, if I'm not mistaken, on a property of private residence.
Oh wow, interesting. Thanks for stopping.
Pocket drop, and as you can see, pure silver. So nice mercury dyed.